everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhonda. This is Yarn Core DIY. Today I have two goals. I am going to go to the gym and I'm going to go see what's going on at Joann. As a lot of you know, if you are crafters, if you are crocheters, knitters, or sewers, seamstresses, I don't know all the terminology, but if you are any of those things, Joann was probably like a hub for you. That's the place I know where you get fabric. That was it. I don't really know anywhere else to get fabric. I know Michaels has started carrying fabric, but it's like one aisle, so maybe this will force them to step it up. I know there's Hobby Lobby, but we don't talk about her. Hobby Lobby is not a friend. So yeah, we're gonna go check out Joann today and see what's going on, because I don't really know. I can't find anything online about like what their final days are going to be. I can't find anything online about like a plan, if it's like all stores at the same time or if they're phasing certain stores out. So the last time we checked in, Joann had filed for a second bankruptcy. They had plans for, by the time of March 15th, they needed to be bought out, but that abruptly changed to February 12th. Around that time, they announced that they were going to close 500 of their 800 stores and keep 300 stores open nationwide. But shortly after that, they announced that they were bought by two different companies, Hudson and I think AG or GH. I can't remember the second company's name right now, but they were bought by those two companies, and those two companies are known for buying businesses and selling them for parts. And that is what is happening to Miss Joann, unfortunately. So that's where we are. I'm gonna go check it out. So I'm gonna go to the gym first, and then I'll check back in with you before I head to Joann. But that's the plan. I don't know why I started doing that. I think on weeks where there's a lot of wind and tornado sirens already, because it's so windy, they probably shouldn't do the tornado siren test, because all week the sirens have been going off because the winds are so strong. So how do I know if it's a test right now or if I'm in my car and about to die? Anyways, I'm gonna go to Joann's because what else am I doing? So right away, it's already looking pretty bleak. You pull up and they've already got the bright red and yellow everything must go store closing signs. I don't know if I'm going to record while I'm in there, just because, you know, people are losing their jobs, so I don't want to disrespect. So I mean, I might record like some of the shelves and stuff, but I don't want to like talk to anybody or have anybody realize that I'm recording. So I just want to be respectful of people that are about to be losing their livelihood. As somebody who's recently gone through that, it's not exciting, and I can't imagine working knowing that you're on a like end of the line. So yeah, but there's signs everywhere, 20 to 40% off, everything must go, store closing. Like I said, it's very bleak. I have not got inside yet, but I'm about to. So seeing this like right away as soon as you're driving up is so disheartening. It is very sad, and it's just a clear sign that we are on our way out. There's also signs everywhere of them hiring people, which I'm not sure what this is about. The seasonal section's pretty empty, and like there's a few things every now and then, but they're just not stocking anything, it seems like. There's no scissors, there's no notion bags. The stuff that is out is kind of just thrown all over. The thread is completely sold out. The yarn has been picked through. There's just nothing. And even like the Lily Sugar and Cream, it's mostly just colors that nobody uses. Other aisles are completely empty, or there's just bits and pieces here and there. Like I said, it was really depressing to walk through these aisles and just see it look like this. There's no hooks. There's just one Clovermore 6 and one 3.5. Thought about getting that 6, not gonna lie, but I already have a 6. Another yarn aisle. This one had a bit more, but it's, you know, not yarn that I typically use, so it wasn't gonna really benefit me. The sign says they're gonna be bringing stuff in from the warehouses, we shall see. I might come back and check on that, but I wasn't really too hopeful by the way the employees talked. The fabric section is still really stocked. There's a lot of fabric, there's a lot of options. The fabric line was super busy to get stuff cut. There were a lot of bolts being taken out. So that's cool. I'm glad people are getting all of their fabric, but it looks like the yarn and fiber artist people came and cleared it out. So we're back from our trip, and our final trip. I'm gonna say this was probably our final trip to Joann's. I might make one or two more. But yeah, there wasn't a lot going on as far as the crafts that I do. The yarn sections were completely empty, as you guys saw, and they're like, there was no hooks, there was no scissors. The fabric section is still pretty packed, but there's like a minimum of amount of yards you need to buy. There were no scissors that I wanted. There was just really nothing there for me. There was a lot of like Red Heart Super Saver, but the sale wasn't worth it for me to buy it when I can get that like anywhere. Yeah, but it was just kind of, like I said, it was just really depressing, and I didn't really learn anything new. I was trying to be respectful. I didn't want to like bother the employees. They're going through this. They're having to work through knowing that their store is closing and their shelves being emptied, and people are being rude and trying to haggle sale prices. It's like, come on. Like, these guys don't have control over it. I get it. The sales were not that great, and they're not taking discounts, and they're not taking coupons, they're not taking gift cards. Gift cards stopped being taken on February 28th. And so people are upset that their gift cards aren't any good anymore, and they're just being mean to the employees, which is just, come on, guys. This is not their fault. I don't know why my light keeps turning off, but then it's too dark to record without it. So sorry if there's like a weird cut jump there. I think as I was saying, I think there wasn't really a lot of yarn left. The yarn that was left is all yarn that I could buy online or at other places. So there was like no Juicy Couture left. There was nothing. There was only like big twist colors that I personally don't use, or they're not in my color palette, or they were Christmas skeins. So I don't have space for that. I also didn't want to buy like something in a big twist color and then not buy enough of it, and then in a few months when I actually work on something with that yarn, I don't have a way of there's nothing to match it with. I can't go out and buy more big twist. So that is something that I did do when I found out that Joann filed for a second bankruptcy. I basically stopped any projects with yarn from there except for scrunchies. Any big twist or anything, I finished it up, made sure I had what I needed, and then I just stopped it because I was like, I'm not going to be able to go out and just buy it anymore if they're going to end up closing, and I didn't want to make that risk. Glad I did. Sad that I was right, and they are going to close. But while I was there, I did end up buying a planner because they did have a big selection of happy planners, and I was able to get an undated productivity layout, however you say it, for like $20, which is super cheap for those planners, and it's the style I like, and it's undated. So even though I have planners right now, I can use it next year. But yeah, that was really, as far as like supplies go, that was really all I got, because nothing else really spoke to me. The holiday section was empty. They had like some Halloween and some Christmas stuff. It just, like I said, it was really bleak. I didn't want to bother the employees. I asked the employees, as I was checking out, I asked one of them if they knew when their last day was going to be, because they do have signs everywhere saying that we are cleaning out our warehouses, more inventory coming, but they don't know, which is honestly would be terrifying as an employee, to not know when your last day is going to be. There's also signs everywhere. They're hiring. And it's not just the sign that's on the door when you walk in. They have printed out new signs, so they're trying to get people in to like staff the store temporarily while they are selling everything and like breaking it all up. So like, I guess like a skeleton crew to come in and just work temporarily and then get out. I don't know what that's about. One of the weirdest things that I saw was customers having employees comfort them about the store closing. And I'm gonna say that like really pissed me off, to be honest, and is part of the reason why I kind of left. I was walking around, I was enjoying my time, I was enjoying reminiscing about the store and like just getting my last like aisle lingering done. But anytime I would come across a customer and employee interaction, if it wasn't the customer being rude about their gift card not working, it was a customer crying to an employee like, what am I going to do about fabric? Where am I going to buy yarn? This is my favorite place. Like, what am I going to do? And it's like, yes, I get it. It sucks. We as crafters love Joann. What are we going to do? But that is not something that you ask the employees as they are going through the going out of business sale. These guys are not worried about where you're going to buy your yarn. They're worried about where they're going to work in a few weeks. So stop making the employees comfort you over your hobby store closing. I don't understand how people think that's okay. It's just it was so frustrating to hear. The employees kept awkwardly like trying to do their best to cheer people up, but they don't know anything, so they can't like tell the customers anything. Like customers are asking all these like, questions, like trying to figure out like crazy details beyond of like, hey, when's your last day, and into like, oh well, do you know if the warehouses are still full? Like, do you know this? The guys are just trying to get the shelf stocked as fast as they can. They've been struggling with this for months. They know that their jobs are coming to an end, and you are asking them questions that they don't have answers to, and then expecting them to comfort you because you don't know where you're going to buy fabric. Comment on a YouTube video. Comment on, like, create your own stuff to vent. Don't vent to the employees. They have enough things to worry about. They don't care. They might care, but I mean, do they really have time to care about where you're going to do your hobby when they don't know where they're going to be working in a few weeks? I just feel like people's priorities are a little skewed and emotions are getting in the way of common sense or common decency, to be honest. But that's my rant. That's my rant on that. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you for watching. Thanks for listening to my rant. If you have any suggestions for other stores, not Hobby Lobby, on where to buy yarn and things like that, this is the place to do it. If you want to vent about where you're going to buy your stuff and how upset you are, do it in my comments. Don't do it to a Joann employee while they're trying to get stuff stocked. Until next week, have a good time. Try and get as much stuff as you can because the stores are closing fast, it looks like. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.